Royce Unchained, presented by Josh Arnold, investment consultant, Mr. Money Talk. Pat, I've got Twitter all riled up here this morning, so I'll run this by you real quick to see. So the Vikings came to a crossroads in March last year. Do we keep dumping tens of millions of dollars into Kirk or move in a different direction? So I looked at 7 key quarterback categories, like passer rating, QBR, Pro Football Focus, grades, everything. And Sam Darnold's average rank this year is 8th in those 7 categories.
Yes.
Kirk Cousins' average rank is 17th in those same categories for 4 times the money, by the way.
And the Kirk people are mad at you or not for saying this?
There's a couple of them out there still roaming around, you know.
Well, there's a lot of people who considered going into this year Atlanta to be a stronger team than one reason he ended up there was they thought they were going to win. Of course, they also were in the South, so they thought they didn't have to be real good to win. But so that's good. I love that stat because I'm not, me, I've never been a big Kirky guy. I was, 10, 12, 15. It's that 6 years of money is 6 years, right? 6 years. That was
4. Well, the Vikings 6. Yeah, the Vikings did 6.
The Vikings was 6. What I'm saying is, it was wasted. It was wasted. He never. What did he ever do? One playoff game, right? One playoff game, and that's not worth it for that kind of money. That's for sure. I will say his agent is an all-star, though. The guy's fantastic. Whoever that is. Who is the guy?
Mike McCarthy, I believe, is his name.
Mike
McCartney?
Or is it McCartney?
McCartney, I don't know. What is he Bill's son or something?
I think it's Bill's kid. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's
Mike
Bill's
McCartney.
Son.
Mike McCartney is his name. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to him. When do we get Kirk? 2 weeks or 3 weeks? 2 weeks?
2 less than 2 weeks now.
Ooh, that'll be what do you think the ovation will be for him? They'll probably be nice to him, right? To start with, anyway.
Yeah. Well,
most people.
Here's my question: does he get the baseball and hockey tribute at some point in time too? Like him and a Viking.
Yeah.
Does the NFL do tribute videos much? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do. They did not want. They did not do one for the Texans when Hunter was here. So I don't know, but I mean, Kirk's sort of a special case because they did so supposedly like him. So who knows?
Yeah, well, but I don't. There's so many NFL players that come and go too. It's with that size of roster and everything. Yeah. Although it's not like the NBA does it for if some guy made 2 3-pointers and he came back, they do a 8-minute one for him or something. So it's a little different.
The Kyle Farmer tributes for the Twins all over social media have been great. Was it Farm Dog?
Farm Dog. The Farm Dog.
Farm Dog, the Twins.
DAWG.
What a great guy. He was great in the clubhouse. Yeah. Where the hell was he when they were going 12-27 in the clubhouse? Where the hell was he? What was he doing?
We needed a 2-run double from Farm Dog.
We'd rather have that than all the funny jokes that were taking place in the clubhouse.
My favorite was when he brought the rally sausage back and he tipped a couple reporters off about it. And then when we asked him about it post game, he said, "Oh, you guys are making this a thing, huh?" You literally told us it was coming back. Of course we're going to make it a thing, man. I don't think you can say it's coming back and then we can't ask you about it.
How much money did he get from Colorado? A couple mil or something? Or what do we know? We don't know what kind of a contract he got, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Just a 1-year deal, I think. Let's see here.
Yeah, but you're right. I saw that and I said, "Oh, give me a break here." See a Farm Dog. Nobody knew his nickname was Farm Dog, did we? Until
Farm Dog.
Farm Dog. Unbelievable.
The Farm Dog.
I'm glad I'm writing the turkeys here, though. I'm glad you brought him up. I can write him down right here on the as the candidate right here. So right now,
he's the culture guy.
Huh?
I said he's the culture guy for the turkey team that you're assembling right now.
Yes, right.
He's the guy who's going to crack the jokes. It's Bartlett like when Gardy brought back Bartlett because he did magic tricks in the clubhouse and he was just so fun to have around.
Unfortunately, he couldn't do magic trips when Gardy tricks when Gardy put him out in left field. He damn near killed himself in Cleveland, right?
And then immediately retired. He's like, I'm done.
Lasted about a week after that. Gardy, that was a Gardy special right there, huh? What is this? Hey, Phil, were you there in spring training when Bartlett? They were playing against earlier when Bartlett was playing against the AAA club and he got sent out and we almost had a brawl. Wasn't Bartlett in on that? Remember they played each other?
I don't think I was there for that, but I
They
do
played each
vaguely
other
remember.
an exhibition game at the end of the camp, and somebody ran over the catcher or something like that. I'd have to look that up, but I think Bartlett was one of the guys who got sent out, and this B squad that was going to AAA was out there like fighting and never battling and everything. They were all pissed that they didn't make the team. So I can't. I'd have to look that year up. That was great though.
Yeah, they tried to bring Bartlett back at one point. Kubel. They brought Matt Guerrier back to try and save the franchise.
Mike Trombley came back.
Yes, Trombley came back.
Wow.
Did I see that they offered Michael Tonkin arbitration?
Oh,
Yes.
No, they signed
What?
him.
No, it's just a 1-year deal. Yeah.
They
They
avoided
signed him.
arbitration. Yeah.
Before to avoid arbitration, they signed
Yeah, it's
him.
like $1 million or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
The top.
Had to jump in early to make sure you get that lockdown.
I wonder if
inning
he's
reliever.
still the little old lady in the clubhouse he used to be 6 years ago when he was like, he'd always look around and then be gossiping to everybody and, and stuff like that. But you know, he's been through a lot since then. He's probably toughened up a little bit too in that time. But anyway.
It is. I don't know that would have been in the top 5 of what's the biggest first twin splash of the offseason. Making sure you secure Michael Tonkin was not.
That, and we signed a minor league pitcher too. Pius, something.
Astros, right?
I said on Twitter, and all you people who thought they were going to go cheap this year, what do you think now? You know, we got this minor league pitcher. I don't know. It's anyway. The Vikings. Wow, Kyler coming in. They're down. They're going to. That should be easier than we thought it was going to be, right?
I would say it's easy. I mean, so the Cardinals have a hell of a time winning in Seattle. Apparently, they've lost like 5 in a row, and you're going to get a bounce back game probably from the Cardinals. You're gonna get a better punch than last week.
Who's coaching up there now? Who replaced Pete? I don't even know.
Jonathan Gannon.
Oh, well, okay.
Wait, are you talking about Seattle?
He's saying
Seattle. Who's coaching in Seattle?
McDonald?
Yes, they hired. It was like the Ravens' defensive coordinator, right? Isn't that
okay? Boy,
Yep, Mike McDonald.
There's about
Michael McDonald.
There's about 4 or 5 new coaches that I don't know who the hell they are, right? And get the guy in Arizona is Gannon.
Jonathan Gannon, former Vikings assistant coach back in the day.
Wow. And Mike McCarthy keeps rolling on. It's unbelievable.
Literally rolling. They're going to roll him right out of Dallas eventually.
Yeah, he's going to be rolling into his LinkedIn profile in about a month.
How about them winning, though? Out of nowhere, they win a game. It was kind of ridiculous, to say the least.
That game was, I believe it was like 10-9 or something going into the fourth quarter. And even with 5 minutes to go, it was like, and then it winds up being 34-26. They just went bonkers in the last 5 minutes.
Now we got. Now what are we going to do? The whole crowd down there want Cooper Rush to be the quarterback for the next 20 years. Get rid of Dak for. I think you're going to have a hard time peddling Dak for $55 million a year or whatever the hell he's making.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I don't think you're going to get much there. That's for sure. So Judd, were you at the hockey game last night?
Yes, sir. I was.
This goalie from Winnipeg is too good, man. Alive.
Hellebuck, yeah, he's very good.
Some saves in the first period were fantastic.
Oh my God, yeah. 39 shots through 2 periods, 1 goal against.
He's a big boy too, right? 6'4". I looked him up. He's a big boy. Those goalies are. Bring back, we'd have a lot more scoring if they were all the size of Gump. Like we need the 5'7" goalies again.
The Don Beaupre's are gone, man. They're all 6. I think there's one who's like 6'5" or 6'6" now. It's ridiculous.
It's unbelievable. Well, they take up the whole damn net. You come in, you got this much to shoot at. It's
just standing there.
This guy made some fantastic saves last night, though. Man alive.
2 Vezinas.
Yes. Oh, he's already won 2.
He's
You know.
won 2.
And the
pretty
other
good.
guy, he's one of those guys that played 60 games too.
Yeah,
right?
he plays
60,
a ton of games.
60, 65 games.
Absolutely.
So anyway, yeah, I actually was watching, which is a surprise to me because he was so
Wow,
damn
Mr.
good the
Hockey.
first period. It was unbelievable.
Sound up or down?
What?
Sound up or sound down on the
Mostly
FanDuel?
down. Mostly
Okay,
down.
okay.
Mostly down. I'm having a hard time with FanDuel, by the way, because I see it's on FDS or something. Well, I said, what the hell is that? And then it turns out to be Valley. So I'm having a hard time making the adjustment to FanDuel. As
So you're
far as
still
what I'm
looking for the
looking
Bally Sports
I'm
North in
still
the menu,
looking.
and you're just scrolling past it. Yeah,
Yes. Well,
can be tough.
the,
I'm still
yeah.
looking for Fox Sports North half the time, to be honest. I have Midwest
You know,
I've
MSC.
said MSC Spectrum Sports for me. Sports at night,
So
and then
So I got a TV question to ask you guys. It used to be if the Vikings were playing, that was basically the only game we got, right? Like the noon to 3 slot, right? That was the
yeah,
only
they
game
didn't
we
have a
got.
competing game.
They
Yeah.
didn't. Or now, the other day on the YouTube, when I get my TV for the YouTube, which is the normal channels, they had the Lions game on there too. Is that normal now that you get 2 games or not?
So that was on CBS then, Lions and Colts.
Oh, I bet that was it. Yeah, because they were playing a team from the other league. Because you do have a AFC game and an NFC game, right, going at the same time.
If the
Don't you?
Vikings, I think the rule has been if the Vikings are on the road, the other network can show its game in the market. If the Vikings are at home, it used
Oh,
to be at least that CBS, for instance, couldn't show a game against that. But the rules have all changed a lot, which is great because like there were
yeah.
some archaic rules before.
It's yeah. I was surprised that I turned it on and said, "Hey, I can watch the Lions game too." That Lions kind of bored them though, didn't they? They kind of. So, what's our current feeling about the Wolves, boys? Is the
Yeah, listen, they
dissension
tried.
cured?
As Anthony Edwards said, they came out and tried harder against the Celtics.
Yes,
So
yes, that's good. We're home tonight, right? Tonight or tomorrow night?
yeah,
Tonight,
Both,
right?
both back to back.
Both nights, that's right. There's been more back-to-backs in the NBA this year than any time I can remember, including playing the same team twice back-to-back.
Prepare yourself though, Patrick. Tonight is an NBA Cup game, so when you turn on
The field of
FDSN, you are going to have to have your special glasses on. So because the court is going to be a bright shade of something that's going to
Yes.
look like a cross between a basketball floor
Now,
and vomit.
have we already been eliminated from Cup competition? Aren't we 0-2, right?
No,
no, we're 1-1, but
Oh,
it's they're going to have to rack up some major point differential and win the next 2 games to advance.
well, what
So
is it? You just
tough.
play 4? You just
It's
play
4
4?
pool games, right? And then I think it's 4.
yeah, I think
I think
Yeah.
And
Dave Moore
then
pointed out that they really wanted, by the look of the teams they had us playing, they really wanted the Timberwolves to advance because and then they go out and one of the games was Portland, right? Didn't one of them
yeah,
was
they lost an NBA Cup
that,
game to Portland.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, that was not part of the plan to get Ant into the cup. Is there anything more stupid than this thing in the history of man? Who
I
gives?
I love it. Let's hang a banner. Let's put a banner up in Target Center, Pat.
Another Arab airline too is the sponsor, right? Why don't we just
Emirates. Yes.
Emirates, right? But it comes from
very good.
that comes from the Middle East, right?
Checks are
The
good.
airline, huh?
Well, you wanted it to be the Spirit Airlines NBA Cup. Is that what you were hoping for?
I just don't.
Sun Country.
This whole Saudi thing it ruined golf, and now it's trying to ruin soccer. Not that I give a damn, but soccer. But they're stealing all the soccer players. They're doing it boxing. They're ruining boxing. Nobody cares about anything. But Terrence Crawford is now one of the up and comers, or one of the established boxers, is now doing his fights in Saudi Arabia, and also the F1 racing too. They're trying to steal that too. You know what they have? They got bleep you money over there.
Yeah.
That's what
They do.
have.
Yeah.
And
They got-
sports love that.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of golf being ruined, have you ever seen Bryson DeChambeau's YouTube channel?
No.
So he has built. I think he probably makes maybe just as much, if not more, money off it. He's become a YouTuber,
Yeah.
and he's putting up daily content. And what he's doing the last 2 weeks, so he has like a golf hole behind his mansion, and he has this beautiful glass, mansion. And what he's been trying to do the last 2 weeks is every day he films himself for like a half hour trying to make a hole in one with a 56-degree sand wedge, hitting a ball over his mansion and landing it on the golf hole in the backyard. And I
And
sat there
people
for
watch
20
this
minutes the
for
other day,
hours?
and he's just peppering the pin. But it's been 2 weeks and he hasn't knocked a hole in one in yet. But yes, that's
Genius.
that's
How
golf
about a
content.
guy?
Right now.
I'll say one thing. I don't know who got to him, but the marketing he did at the majors this year was unbelievable. Because
Yeah.
nobody liked him. He was brutal
Right.
for one thing, and then he went to live, and
Bluto.
he got this big, just this big monster guy hitting the ball 900 feet. Everybody rooted against him, and now he becomes the buddy of the fans. He's over talking to him, and even though he's from Live, everyone was rooting for him. He's the greatest thing that's ever happened to Live, because we all hated him, and now the younger crowd loves. He's their guy.
He
And
literally started having more fun and started making crazy money because he's fun. It's a good lesson.
how would you
I
like
guess.
to be his caddy though, when he's talking about angles and geometry and stuff like that? And you got his, yeah, you're right, Bryson. Go
Sounds
ahead.
good, Bryson. Yeah, here's
Yeah,
your 9
just
iron.
hit
That's
it.
the same size as your 8 iron. That's the same size as your driver.
Just hit it. Just hit it. But it was, I mean, it's a transformation, unbelievable that he did that. That he turned himself into probably the most popular figure in golf right now. So,
Yeah.
and
Hey, what's the most popular car dealership in your world right now, Pat?
Jim Paul and Brett Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers. Guess what we got going on right now? Low interest rates and high rebates for Buick products. You got the GMC products, the GMC Sierra trucks, the big heavy duty trucks. I was looking at their inventory the other day, and they got a lot of those, big rebates on those, and very popular right now. And three sizes of those Sierra trucks. And then they have the Canyon, which is a smaller truck, and all kinds of SUVs. They got 4 different varieties of SUVs. That is the present of car ownership. I will admit that. SUVs and trucks. Those of us sedan owners are being left behind. There's no doubt about it. You can still get one out there, but mostly we got trucks and SUVs at Jim Paul and Brett Paul's Valley Group of GM dealers, Apple Valley and Hastings. Plenty of stock out there now. I looked it up. They had 103 cars on the lot in Apple Valley ready to go, new ones. Doesn't count the used ones, and I've gotten a couple of used ones out there too, and they're great. So anyway, Jim Paul, Brett Paul, Valley Group of GM dealers. Still get out there after Thanksgiving. You get those Thanksgiving specials there. So it's going pretty good for the car buyer these days.
Has the committee come to its decision yet on the turkey?
Yes, it has.
Okay,
It has.
good.
But
Glad
we
to
can
hear
give
that.
you no.
Okay.
We can give you no hints.
Because we
Not
will
asking
speculate.
for
We're
it.
going to speculate today on Mackey and Judd, just
We
so you
always
know.
do.
Yeah.
The adventure is how the hell we're going to get there. That's always the adventure. So let's in true chairman style. I got 500 words and I haven't even started a hint at what the hell's going on. So
Where's the nut graph? That's what they
Yeah,
want to know.
the nut
Downtown.
down there? It's right down there. Between 1,100 and 1,200 words, you're going to get the nut graph.
Can we move that up just a little bit and stick it on A1 and
Somebody
really get to the
told me-
point?
Somebody told me that it's going to be the entire front page of the sports section tomorrow. So I can't believe that's true, because it's never been treated that kindly, but somebody told me that. So
It's a brand. It's a brand.
we'll
Let's
see.
go.
Yes.
All right, Pat.
See you later, gents. Goodbye.
There
Have
he is.
Have a good Thursday, boys.
You too, Pat.
Okay.
See you, Pat.
See ya.
All right. Royce Unchained, presented by Josh Arnold.